Damian was undoubtedly the gentlest man I'd ever met. I didn't need to meet many to know he was different. This is a love story like no other. My name is Nancy, and this is my story. I didn't need to meet many guys to know that he was different. Social media made me aware of the scumminess of men. This is a love story like no other. My name is Nancy, and this is my story. I decided to take a swim uptown. The sun was scorching hot. The beach was unbelievably deserted. While I was taking a swim, I heard my phone pop. So, I checked the notification. It was a DM. I was surprised by what I saw. The message read, "Hi there, beautiful." I get a lot of messages, probably because of my pictures. Most of them are revealing. My kind doesn't wear clothes. It's just who we are. I got talking with Damian. Oh boy, was he the coolest kid I ever met. He would call me sweet names. He would tell me daily that I was the most beautiful woman he'd ever seen. Sometimes, he called me a mermaid. The feeling I felt was indescribable, totally brand new. My heart would tickle with joy whenever a message came in from him. My sisters were all happy for me. 3 months had gone, and Damian had been insistent on us meeting. The excuses I was giving were becoming less convincing. How could I tell him what I was without jeopardizing what was between us? I got talking with Damian. Oh boy, was he the coolest kid I ever met. He would call me sweet names. Sometimes, he called me a mermaid. The feeling I felt was indescribable, totally brand new. My heart would tickle with joy whenever a message came in from him. My sisters were all happy for me. 3 months had gone and Damian had been insistent on us meeting. The excuses I was giving were becoming less convincing. How could I tell him what I was without jeopardizing what was between us? One night I asked him to meet me at the beach. He was skeptical, and I could hear confusion in his voice. "Oniru? This late? Honey, are you sure?" I wanted to tell him I had no intentions of using him for rituals, but I figured that would only scare him away. Eventually, he agreed, and it dawned on me that I was going to see Damian for the first time. I was as nervous as a pollen grain undergoing pollination for the first time. My sisters made all efforts to calm me. It's his loss if he doesn't like you for who you are. You're beyond perfect the way you are. A message popped up on my phone. I had waited for almost 20 minutes for the message. "I'm here. Where are you?" I tried to swim, but I couldn't. My body was stiff like I was made of diamond. I managed to muster courage and swam up. On the beach was the most good-looking bloke to ever walk the surface of the earth. His eyes shone bright like the headlights on a Lamborghini. He had a thick, full beard that made him look like Zeus in his prime. His smile was surreal, with the best dentition. I am aware that love can alter the thinking capacity of any creature, creating a filter through which you view whom you are in love with. But Damian was irresistibly handsome. Floating on the water, I advanced toward him slowly. "Come," he said in the lowest tone ever, signaling with his hands. I moved further a bit, then I shook my head dramatically before stopping. "I'm sorry, I can't. You don't deserve someone like me. You don't know what I am." He looked bedazzled. He definitely had no idea what I was on about, yet he was as gentle and loving as an angel. He successfully summoned me out of the water. I was so embarrassed when I got out of the water. I felt so naked. Well, I was. Duh. Damian looked at me meticulously from the tip of my hair to my tail. He knelt beside me and took my face in his hands. As I raised my head, his lips met mine, and he kissed me. It felt like heaven. And right there on the beach, he told me he loved me. Exhausted, we fell asleep right on the beach. I awoke to an unbelievable sight. All my life I had been a mermaid. My tail transformed into legs. I couldn't believe my eyes.